Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2017. Yesterday, you saw in the video the kids and I were stacking the wood, and as you can see, it is now all stacked. We got it all covered, and we did it just in time because we had a major storm come through last night. We got a lot of rain last night, and it rained a good part of today as well. So it wasn't a great day for solar, and I'll take you in there and I'll show you that in a second. But yesterday we ended up pulling in 5 kilowatt hours on a day, which was a really good day for that. But so we got all this wood here so far, so I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to keep this center part open, like I told you guys, just for the airflow, and so that'll be okay for that. We'll start, being ready here, and I'm going to add at least 3 more face cord. So we'll see what we have here. I think I got about probably 12 face cord right now, so 3 more would give me like 15. So I think that's going to be good enough, I believe. We'll see. We should be in pretty good shape. But so that feels good to have that out of the way at the moment. And there's Mr. Maxie. Go inside, Maxie. Go inside. Anyway, I know I say a lot, and I apologize because I'm always trying to. There's Miss Bella sitting over there. I'm making Eddie some shells and cheese per his request. So just heating that up outside here. Hey, Bubba Lub. Hi. How we doing?
Good.
So they're cooking, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna take you in here real quick, and I'll show you. So yesterday we pulled in 5 kilowatt hours on the day, which was good. Like I said, anything over 4 is a good day in my opinion. Now today we pulled in 0.7 on this one and 0.8 on that, so it's 1.5 kilowatt hours total for the day. So not a great day, but like I said, it was raining most of the day. The storm came in last night, and it hit, and so yeah, it was pretty bad. Still pulling out. Freaking this zucchini's enormous, but pulled another zucchini, another cucumber. There's more coming, so we'll have to get them when we get them. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about, with everything that's going on with Hurricane Irma right now, bearing down on the Wayward Islands out there, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts, St. Martin's, I believe, and stuff like that. And they're not exactly sure which way it's going to turn yet, but they're suggesting that it's looking like it's going to track towards Florida. And so I thought this would be a good time to bring up this topic. I know that, like, being here in the Northeast this time of year, what I'm going to be doing, and we'll go over here and I'll show you. Having a bug out bag ready, I think, is real important. I have regular bug out bags if we had to, like, vacate the property, but in my truck I always keep, hold on a second, that one's back too far. Okay, I always keep a bug out bag in here as well. If I'm at work or out and about someplace, that's my get my butt home bag. I keep about 3 days of food in there. I got medical supplies in here. Always keep, there's a wool blanket, hand crank flashlight, good rope. This is it is all-purpose utility rope. It's a 1,315 pound tension strength. So I got that. I like the heavier tension strength. Got another canteen over here. I have a tarp in here as well. Under on one of these sides is a tarp. But I like to have those things there. Extra gloves, a lot of wool socks. This bag here is just all socks. So I like to have a lot of different things in there. In case you have to bug out, you're going to have some of your essentials that you need. There's another thing you can see over here. I'll show you this. emergency candle, 60-hour candle. Keep that in there as well. You know, have a heat source, a way to make a fire. I keep extra lighters in the truck at all times, and matches. You know, I have you know, a bunch of stuff, like I said, in my pack. Extra long johns. Like I said, because I live in the Northeast, we're always looking at cold weather up here. You know, here is a moving blanket, just extra padding if I needed it. You know, so those are the things that I think about in preparation, thinking ahead. Okay, and I think most people don't really do that. They don't plan ahead. They don't think ahead. And you know, like right now you're seeing in Florida, they were showing today on video, it's only Tuesday and the shelves are completely empty of water. Well, whenever we have a major storm coming up here, there's a major warning that there's going to be a major storm, we always have, you know, I never worry about it because we're always ready for whatever's coming. And so when other people are running around like a chicken with their head cut off, grabbing water, grabbing bread and milk and whatever else they need to have, we're already set. I just think about, okay, if we have to hunker down and ride it out, that's what we'll do, you know. If I'm at work, my main concern is getting my butt home. And if I had to drive 10 miles an hour to get home, I'm going to go home because this is where my kids are. So, but, you know, and sometimes, you know, you get stuck at work. I mean, that happens too. But, you know, I know that the kids would be okay, that they would be fine, that I wouldn't have to worry about them because, you know, this is how we live. They know what they need to do. They know how to be self-sufficient enough, and they're old enough to be self-sufficient, and they've been trained. They can start a fire in a wood stove. They know how to keep an eye on it. They know how to, you know, deal with the power. Wintertime, we have a backup generator, so they keep an eye on the solar panels, and if the solar's low, they'll turn that off and they'll turn the generator on. You know, they know how to fill the gas tank on the generator. You know, they have that certain skill sets that they've been taught that they just take for second nature now. They just take it for granted, you know. But a lot of people don't have those skill sets, and I think it's real important that we teach our children the importance of working hard, of having different skills, that they need to know how to make a fire. They know how to purify water if they need to, that they're not just going to grab water out of the creek and drink it, you know, that, you know, those days are over of doing those things. You need to really be smart and try to train your kids to be as ready as you can, because what if you're not there? And so that's what I think about a lot too. If you're not able to get back home and your kids are home alone, are they going to be okay? And I know my guys are, because, you know, they know what to do. You know, they know how to start that fire. They know, you know, all those things. They have those skills. So that's important, and that's something that you really need to teach your children, is teaching them those skill sets, especially with an event like Irma coming right now. We don't know exactly where it's all going to hit yet. They haven't really even completely figured it out, but it is a Category 5 hurricane now, and they said it would be a Category 5. It could end up being a Category 6, which would be absolutely frightening. But, you know, and where it's most likely going to hit in the U.S., and if it does, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't panic ahead of time. But being ready, being prepared, that's what it's all about. So when I talk about a lot of times a SHTF situation, Houston is experiencing an SHTF situation right now on a smaller scale, but it's affecting them in that area. If you have a home and you're down in Houston area, in Texas down there, you know, and your home is completely flooded and you've lost everything, that is an SHTF situation for you, okay? Luckily, it's not the end of the world as we know it, but you know, it's, you have to realize you need to be proactive, you need to be ready, you need to think ahead, put thought into what you're doing, you know, have those things in your car, have that bug out bag, you know, and like I said, we have other bug out bags that if we had to get out of here in a hurry, we can all strap a bag on our back and be out the door, you know. But that's what I keep in the truck at all times, just because of the fact that I'm on the road a lot, you know, with working or traveling back and forth to Rochester. If the kids are spending the weekends with their mom, you know, what if something happens then? There's nothing that's going to say, okay, I'm going to be home and it's going to be okay, and when SHTF happens, that's where I'm going to be. You don't know where you're going to be. So getting to be able to get back home is going to be key. Being warm, being being proactive with those type of things. That's what it's all about. So with the situations that's happening, with the hurricane coming, being ready ahead of time, and not just for this disaster, being ready for whatever, that's what it's about. That's why, you prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. An SHTF situation doesn't have to be the end of the world as we know it. It can be anything that happens that affects you locally in your area. And wherever you are in your area, you should be preparing for whatever is a thing that could happen in your area. Now, like I say, up here, we basically deal with snowstorms. I mean, that's what we deal with up here in the Northeast, because I'm in New York. But, and we do have some microbursts that happen here and there that touch down, but not very often. So, if you live in Oklahoma and you deal with tornadoes, you prepare for that. You should prepare for that, And if you live someplace where they're prone to flooding, you should be preparing for that. If you live where you could get hit by a hurricane, you should be preparing for that. These are things you guys got to think about. And I just wanted to bring that up. But like I said, teaching your kids to be able to survive if you're not there, that's very, very important. That's, really a big thing I want to emphasize in this video. Teaching your kids so they know how to be able to take care of themselves if you're not there. We always hope that we'll always be there for them, but what if we're not? I don't want my kids to die because I didn't teach them how to take care of themselves. I mean, that would be a horrible, horrible thing, especially as a prepper. That would be very lax on my part. But we should all be teaching our kids how to be as self-sufficient as they possibly can be to be able to take care of themselves in an emergency situation. So that being said, I wanted to, things are moving along here at the homestead. We're really getting things going, which is good. I'm going to have at least 3 more face core delivered about the wood, like I said, and I think we might be good with that. I got to really think about it, but we might be good with that. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, guys, listen. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And remember, it's STD, guys. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, one day at a time. Whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to reach, you can do it. You have to work at it methodically. The only one that's going to stop you is you. And with what's going on with these hurricanes coming and stuff like that, please be safe. If you're in Florida, be proactive, be smart, think ahead, be ready, okay? So I will talk to you all tomorrow, and hopefully we'll know a better track of what's happening with this hurricane as of tomorrow, but we'll see. All right? I'll talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.